What's going on, y'all? So we are back for another review of The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 3, Episode 9, A Happy Medium. It picks up right. First of all, I hope y'all have a lovely holiday weekend. Bitch, I ain't do nothing. I had a rude awakening today when we went to the store and went to Walmart out here just to go shopping or whatever, and I couldn't buy no alcohol because it was before 12 o'clock. Now, usually, I know they do that like down in the South because I've been down in the South when they did that. But bitch, not up here in Chicago. When that shit happened, and not at the Walmart that I always go to, the ghetto, the ghetto. Okay, I was like offended as fuck. Like, what the hell is happening? But anyway, and I mean, every aisle I walked through, it was alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. I was so pissed. It was like taunting me. Okay, but anyway, I'll check that later. Um, Real Housewives of Potomac. It picks up exactly where I left off last week, with the little altercation that was about to happen between Robin and Monique. And what I need to say is, fuck Robin. Y'all already know I don't give a fuck about Robin. She can go do whatever the fuck she want to do, cause you ain't finna get no sympathy from me. You ain't finna get no props from me or whatever. Well, the only thing that I said you get credit for is that you didn't back down. You didn't back down. You stepped up to Monique or whatever, and that's it. Cause a lot of people like that, they like to talk a lot of junk, but then when it comes to times to put some action in, they ain't gonna do nothing. And Monique kind of, not Monique, but Robin kind of put a little action in it, meaning that she stepped up into her face and she didn't back the fuck down. Giselle, on the other hand, talking about some spaghetti arms, Monique trying to go up against Money Mayweather, Robin. I said, bitch, please. Bitch, please. The way Monique was on 10, Monique would have beat that bitch ass, okay? Rearranged her face. Anyway, Monique, I can just hear Rox in her review talking when she brings up Sharice. Y'all know she do that third. And when Monique was like, Sharice is one of the girls that's actually out here trying to bring people together and do for women and all this shit. And I said, girl, which Sharice you talking about? But I have to give Sharice her credit too, because Sharice stood up for Monique and she said it the truth. She said Robin provoked that. Now Robin don't understand why Sharice is not taking up for her. Bitch, Monique is her friend and been her friend. So she gonna take up for her. That's what happened, and she called it right. All right, that's all that it is. Um, Later we see them. What's that girl? Robin with her kids, Monique with her family. And then we see Chris and Candace talking about the mama being in the house, and she's being momzilla and all this stuff, and they have this conversation about the fact that the mother knows about Chris' two other kids from his previous marriage, but does not know about his 15-year-old son that he has not seen for 10 years from a previous relationship before the marriage. And she has to tell her that before the marriage, because it's gonna come up. And she was claiming that she's been a child of divorce and she knows about this child support stuff, so she has to eventually tell her that, because they're experts at it. I said, girl, brace yourself, because you never know how your mama may go. So we get this scene again with Juan and Robin. He gone vegan, and basically it's the little boy Carter. That little boy looked like that little boy that be in that gift. That little Mexican boy. I think he Mexican. Latino boy who was in the gift. That gif with his diaper on, and he was doing the dance and all that stuff. That's what we look like. Okay. But anyway, they started talking about the fact that he's about to have a little birthday party. Should they invite Juan's dad? Juan found out that this guy named Phil Dixon was not his father, but this other guy named Brian is his father. They look just alike. The mother had a one-time fling or something like that with the guy. She never told him who his biological dad was before she died. But the Brian guy, had a suspicion that he was his father, and they connected, and everything was all to the good. So yeah, he want to bring that about, and they feel like that's a good thing, and want to talk to a medium, to talk to, I guess, his mom, her grandparents, his mom, and stuff like that. Then she gets in her feelings because she feel like Monique was attacking her with her finances and stuff like that. Because Monique did say, bitch, I ain't got time to be fucking around with a bitch who ain't got shit to lose like I do. Okay, you ain't got nothing to lose like I do. And she's like, it brings something out of her, make her relive that whole situation, what happened to their money and her part in it. and how they got into the situation that they got into. Okay, girl, here's the thing. I was just glad that, well, Juan was like, does her words affect you? If it don't even fucking worry about it. Which is true, but you can't get in your feelings, to be quite honest. They not really friends. So that's how I look at it. When we going back and forth, you provoke me, I provoke you, bitch. We going back and forth. We trying to hurt each other. I done already told you I'm finna choke you out with this umbrella. So, baby, I'm finna keep going and hurt your feelings. So, if the money issue was a soft spot, bitch, I'm gonna throw that up in your face, too. Because I don't plan on being friends with you for real, after this, okay? This is only for contractual reasons. Fuck out of here. Anyway, speaking of Monique, she goes over to Karen's house. She said, she was thinking about a whole bunch of stuff that she did that night, and she know that she was wrong in her part for disrupting and, doing all carrying on at Karen's party. So she would bite the bullet, drive the 2 hours to get there, and apologize. And she did that. And Karen accepted the apology. She said they feel like she has a kindred spirit with Monique. And, Monique was also saying how, she's about to get together with one of the former Redskins. They got these two 18-wheeler trucks or whatever. They want to fill it up to the brim and drive all the way down to Texas because they had the Hurricane Harvey, recently. This is during that time. And she wanted to invite the entire group. But at this point, she don't know if it's a good idea because she said this is not the trip that we hash out everything or whatever. This is about helping other people in need. And, even though Chris wants her to slow down, she said this is a situation that she can't slow down in. She needs to help. And, I like that she want to do this. Her little daughter, baby, kids, Cameron had all the little muffins and cupcakes and stuff out. Mama went through all of them and just ate the top off of them. That's so cute, though. But, yeah, Karen was all the way here for it. So Candace's mom and her go to Chris's restaurant so she can get her a little bit of soul food. The white boy with the soul food, baby. Chris got a little flavor to him, and I like him better than I like Michael, okay? Candace is so dramatic, okay? I see why she was in the pageant world, but she was in there telling her mom about the whole thing with Chris and the wedding situation, and she picked the Willard, saying that the wedding planner kind of dashed her dreams a little bit, saying about the money and all that stuff, but okay. And she was like, Mom, I gotta tell you something, okay? And remember when I told you about Chris? Look, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. I was gonna try so hard not to cry. You can go ahead and cry, girl. What you crying for? I told you about Chris and, his marriage before and his 2 kids. But what I didn't tell you is that, he has a 14-year-old son that he really doesn't see because she won't let him see him. I was like, girl, you don't stop the dramatics, but okay, And the mom surprisingly took it well. She understood what was going on when Chris came through and he sat down and he spoke on it. He was just as dramatic, but for a different reason because, I don't know if he was trying to squeeze out some tears or he was trying to hold back some tears. Either way, he felt it, and you could tell he felt it. You having somebody, the son literally lives right in the same vicinity as you. There is no reason why you cannot get to your son only because the ex or whoever she is basically sound like she threatening him. If you come through and come over here, then this is gonna happen to you. You probably gonna get arrested. This is probably gonna happen or whatever. And he don't want that smoke, okay? And that's fucked up on her part. And I want to go deep into the situation and see exactly what happened to make it get to that point. Was she just mad because he didn't want to be with him, didn't want to be with her, or did he actually do something that he changed his ways from and she's not giving him a chance to prove himself or whatever? And his whole thing is he don't know, he's wanted to go over there to him, but then, fear about what she might do. Bitch, fuck that shit. I wouldn't have been over there. I don't care. You gonna lock me up, but you gonna let me see my kid. I'm not about to go 19 years without seeing my child and he or she don't know who I am. No, I don't give a fuck. And I hate when people play with the kids and let them be pawns in your little fucked up game. Don't do that shit. But then, you know, Candy's mama was very understanding. And then, you know, you got Giselle going to get her hair done talking to one of her many gays, the main gay that she has, about the whole book thing and her mom and being in Hurricane Harvey. You know, she don't have that much damage, very minimal compared to everyone else. And then the whole thing with the relationship with Sherman. Oh, I need a break. I need a break. It's just a lot. You know, and I was like, girl, you better squeeze some tears out. Because I was just like, girl, get your moment. Get your moment, Giselle, because I wasn't bad. So Monique got all the girls together. Cherie's friend. She had to make it known to us that she been in Potomac for 14 years. So she reached out to all her girlfriends and they all showed up. Okay, girl, you want a cookie for that? They came in. Monique was up there just throwing stuff up on there. Come on, we gotta label this. We gotta label that. Chris was helping. Candace was there. Chris, and you know everybody was doing their part. Was no attitude shown. Giselle pulls up, open up her car, and it could be added, and she could have brought some more stuff. But baby, all they show us was that she took out like a 24 case of some bottled water. Probably was the the cheap kind, and you know. Asked Chris put it up in the thing. She said hello and walked away and gonna say something. You know, since my mother was greatly affected by Hurricane Harvey, you know, I'm not gonna not show up and help because me and Monique, we not on the best of terms. We not besties or nothing. So I'm not gonna stay around and chit chat. No, bye girl. I said, bitch, Monique didn't even know that you were there, okay? You said that it is somebody was actually checking for you because later on they was asking, is Monique, Giselle showing up? And they was like, bitch, she was already here and she left. That shows how much you could have kept that, okay? That says more so about your character than them because even though Monique had issue with Ashley, Ashley showed up and stayed a little bit longer and made herself known that she was there and she just didn't come in and dip the fuck out, okay? Because she knew that it wasn't about the drama, all right? But, you know, whatever they do on that shit. Robin talking about she not coming because she busy. She got her empowerment team going through this little walkout, some little event that she's gonna do. And it's like, girl, ever since Monique threw that stuff up in my face about my finances, it's clear, you know, that she's not here for me and all that stuff or whatever. And I don't need to let stuff like that get to me. I'm all about empowering women. Monique ain't. I said bitch since the fuck when. You always getting into it with a bitch. Okay, what are you talking about? You provoke bitches. You do all this shit. Empowerment should not be in your fucking vocabulary. Okay, trying to help these hoes get out of these financial straits that they in, I can understand. But empowerment, girl, bye. So Monique and Ashley met up at this little place so that they can talk about their issues. They talked in a calm way. Ashley supposedly apologized and still shaking the fuck out of her. I just don't understand why these girls do the things that they do. Do not sit here and so-called apologize for what was said or the misunderstanding, but still go into the confessionals and still talk shit because you don't really mean that apology. You know, oh, I can say this and I can say that to her, but Monique know what was going on, and she just mad because she just got caught. That's why she all up in her feelings and stuff like that. Girl, and I can see, you know, she didn't order no margarita. She ordered some tea. Maybe she just wanted some tea. Okay, bitch, like, it's not really that big of a deal. Quit putting 20 on fucking 10. Shout out to Rocks, okay? Um, then we get Juan and Robin. They seeing this medium and basically talking about his mom and all this stuff and the daddy. The shit. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just so not into them. Robin disgusts me, and that whole situation disgusts me too. I'm just sorry. If you're a fan of hers, oh well. So the end of the episode just ended with Robin and Juan in this medium, and they talked about Earl who killed himself. He took y'all money and he still killed himself. Jumped off a bridge and still didn't apologize. And his mama was on his shoulder talking about some. They need to get their shit together. She do like Robin and all that stuff. So that's basically how the episode ended. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see you guys later tomorrow. Peace.